Hey, it's Mike and Denise. We're back for another walk and talk about some interesting stuff about salt, which Denise knows I can't stand salt. I just had an issue when we went out for a few too many meals this weekend, and a couple of them, the last ones, just made my lips totally dry out. So what's wrong with salt? Denise is gonna read us and tell us.
Should people consume any added salt and sodium, and what bad health issues develop from too much salt? Sodium is an essential mineral. It's not a rock, it's a mineral.
Mineral.
That is required by the human body.
Yes, it's required, but in some cases you get the bioavailable form, which is how it grows in plants, the same chemical thing, or you get the rock version, which is not bioavailable.
It's essential in small amounts to function properly. However, consuming too much sodium can lead to a number of health issues, including high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke.
And dry lips. That's the first sign. And dehydration. That's what I get. I get that stuff immediately.
Most of the sodium in our diet comes from salt that has been added to the food we eat, with the majority of it coming from processed and restaurant foods. The average American eats about 2,900 to 4,300 milligrams of sodium, or about 6 to 10 grams of salt daily, which is more than twice the recommended daily amount of salt. Most healthy adults should try to eat less than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day.
Really less than 1,500 actually? Really, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I had a packaged food product in my hand today that had 280 milligrams of salt, and Mike made me throw it away. 280.
Okay, but that was just in the thing that you add to the food that you're eating. Keep this in mind. Every single thing has sodium in it. It just adds sodium upon sodium, and then you end up with 4,000 milligrams of sodium in a day. It's not good.
While African Americans, middle-aged and older adults, and people with high blood pressure, diabetes, and or kidney disease,
which is everybody, it's basically everybody, yes.
Everyone should eat less than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day. Mike wouldn't let me have 280.
Well, that's 280 from one little thing that you're going to add to some of the food. That doesn't count for the food that was going to be in that meal and the other meals we're going to have during the day. So you can see how easily you're going to be above 1,500 by just having that added to your food.
It was a vegan Alfredo sauce mix. We would have added some noodles to it.
Yeah, well, I would have loved to just add that, but the problem is it has added salt in it. I mean, I would love to have Alfredo sauce without the salt. That's what I would love to have. Without the added salt, because all plants have sodium in them.
Consuming too much sodium can lead to high blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for heart disease and stroke. High blood pressure occurs when there is too much force against the walls of the arteries, which can damage the arteries and lead to a number of health issues. Over time, the extra work and pressure can stiffen blood vessels, leading to high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. It can also lead to heart failure. There's nothing wrong with having that extra salt, like Denise was saying in the Alfredo. Don't worry about it. Blood pressure. It's so low that sometimes my blood sugar gets low and I pass out. Not enough blood gets to my brain to keep me alive. But don't worry, Denise. You get enough salt. Throw away that 280
but keep in mind, it's not eating salt or not eating salt that's going to regulate a good blood pressure. In fact, eating salt has so many other issues, and actually I probably need to have a more of an in-depth issue besides just blood pressure that are wrong with it, that you don't want to do that. If you want salty taste, I would say get something that has a lot of celery in it, which has a lot of natural sodium, and that's totally fine. It won't cause damage.
Sodium is naturally present in whole plants, but the crushed rock form of sodium is less bioavailable to humans when compared with the sodium naturally present in whole plants. This is because the sodium in whole plants is bound to other minerals and nutrients, which makes it more difficult for the body to absorb. In contrast, the sodium in salt is not bound to other minerals and nutrients, which makes it easier for the body to absorb.
Okay, so think about that. Your taste buds want it for the taste, but your body doesn't really want it because it's going to get way too much. So better to have it, like they say, in a form that's already attached to something else so that your body won't absorb it. You probably never thought about it like that before. I haven't.
This is, well, I have, because you don't absorb as much fat when you eat food with fiber, so it makes sense that some of the sodium is
Okay.
going to be.
Well, that's fine. Well, then why don't we have foods that have natural sodium in it, like put celery and stuff. But the point is, avoid anything with added sodium, including that Alfredo pack you were talking about.
It's
Okay.
in the trash.
Yeah.
But adding celery to stuff doesn't add any flavor unless it's a salad.
Okay.
Oh, I touched.
All right,
article
so
and it disappeared.
let us know in the comments too, like how much sodium do you think you eat in the course of a day, and have you ever tried to figure that out? And it'll probably shock you, actually. That's what I would say. I just, rather than figuring it all out and doing all the math, just don't eat anything with added sodium. I know it's hard, but once you develop the habit, it won't be that difficult.
Yeah, your taste buds will change. That was it.
That was it?
Yeah, one of the citations is the CDC.
Oh, so we're done with the whole article?
Yeah.
So what do you think? Any takeaways from this?
Nothing new.
Nothing
Hope
new.
you all learned something.
Okay, let us know what you guys think in the comments. Anything else that we want to talk about, any new articles or subjects, let us know. Be sure to like the video and also subscribe to the channel if you don't already. We'll see you next video. Bye.